Let's come together. Let's in the peace. Liberia is all we have. We don't want a palava. We don't want a halala. We don't want a palava. We don't want a confusion. Let's come together. Let's in the peace. Liberia is all we have.
Your tough, most provoking and stimulating talk show 50-50 is coming on next.
You from the other side, I from this side, we can still dance together. Let's come together. Let's in the peace. Liberia is all we have.
Okay, Sky 107.1 FM. Good morning and welcome to our broadcast here. And of course, this is where the passion for broadcasting lies. Today is the 7th day of November. And of course, we stay in 2022. Good morning. My name is Julius Boki. I'm going to be with you up to later on this afternoon. But for now, let's bring you the program 50-50 on this radio.
Good morning and a warm welcome to a very interesting edition of the program 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 7th day of November 2022. My name is Matthias Labende. I'm here with Achi Asano. Achi is our guest this morning on this first day of the week's edition of the program 50-50. Achi and I are going to be talking about a variety of issues. He's going to be commenting on the, jubilation out on social media from political or government apologists that the CDC government has passed MCC scorecard. What does that mean for Liberia at this time? We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about other issues in the country, including the census, including the issue of counterfeit in the country. Actually, has a background in finance. So he's going to be telling us a bit about why do we have this time around, unlike other time, why do we have so much counterfeit coming into the into Liberia that is involving the Liberian dollar banknotes? Immediately, the central bank start to infuse the printed banknotes on the market. You too can join the conversation by following us on Sky Communications Liberia Facebook page. You can drop your comments there. We're going to read them out for you. Or better still, during the halfway mark of the conversation, we're going to open the lines to hear from you. We have some papers, 3 papers in the studio to review before we join our guest. You don't want to miss the conversation. We'll be right back after this break.
Let's coming to the head mahalo. No worry. How was my sister? I saw in next week episode. I said to what you with your money, to be out for your house.
Shit. Test my weapon with Filipino show business. Don't worry, I got the perfect solution for you. I heard it on the radio. They make the announcement again. Just listen.
More light at home. More possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all light problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates, with solar kits starting at $6,565 Liberian dollars and monthly payments starting at $1,600 Liberian dollars. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
They have done it again.
What excitement! Share the good news now.
My picking tried to Cote d'Ivoire yesterday, and he still calling me on a number. He still browsing on it.
Nothing makes me more relaxed than being able to work and stay connected without interruption, whether I am at home or away.
They have done it again.
More travels, more possibilities. With a just released roaming data bundle for travelers to Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea-Conakry, and Mali, you can now stay connected on the go. Dial *535# to activate a plan ranging from $1 for 25 megabytes to $20 for 1 gigabyte. The new roaming data bundle, an offer for you.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
It's possible, anytime, anywhere. A way to make you smile from ears to ears. With Orange Money new broken fees, you can take off your own sekabagi and keeps you smiling. A smile that comes from the heart. A smile that keeps you ongoing. A smile that lasts forever. More smiles with Makabagi. Discover the Orange Money new broken tariff. Withdraw and transfer money to your loved ones now at less expensive fees and experience more advantage with Orange Money broken tariff.
Orange Money.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are supposed to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
That's right. Welcome back to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 7th day of November 2022. My name is Matthias Labende. I have with me in the studio Mr. Archie Asano. Archie is a political analyst. Archie has a background with the the CDC. They all went through the struggle. So he's also a contributor to whatever, if Liberians are experiencing good things under this administration, well, he should be given a flower. But if Liberians are going through tough times, he should also share the blame. But anyway, that's not what I invited him for. But let me quickly go to the papers this morning. We're going to begin with the Front Page African newspaper. Today's edition is volume 16, number 209, and it's sold for $40 Liberian. In the headline, hopeful sign for justice for Civil War era crimes. That's the editorial of the Front Page African newspaper today. Hopeful sign for justice for Civil War era crimes. in the interest of national security. All right, let me get back to this caption I just read. It says Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, and International Federation of Human Rights hail Conti Camara's conviction for atrocities in Liberia. Good. So this one says, in the interest of national security, government justifies holding suspects involved with shipment of 520 kilograms of cocaine to Liberia for 23 days in NSA holding cell as lawyers file for habeas corpus. Gruesome murder. That's gruesome murderer, it says. Police arrests man 1 year after killing his fiancée and dumping the corpse in a swamp. Police arrest man 1 year after killing his fiancée and dumping the corpse in a swamp. Let's move on to more headlines here. ECC and Leon express grave concern over NEC biometric voter registration and the slow pace of census ahead of the 2023 elections. Early conflict indicators. It is shocking that less than 1 year before the elections, these pre-required processes, which should have already been concluded, are yet to begin in less than a year to elections. And these combined factors have the propensity to reduce public trust in the electoral process. Councillor Oscar Blow, Executive Director, Election Coordinating Committee. Still on the front page of the Front Page Africa, with a year to presidential elections, what does passing the Millennium Challenge account means for Liberia? We are administration's long road back to MCC compact. Passing the MCC scorecard does not immediately qualify Liberia for a compact, but represents a necessary first step that puts Liberia in the pool of 66 countries that advance to the next stage of evaluation to determine qualification for compact. During this period of the evaluation, the MCC board decision will be based on the trend in governance and scorecard indicators. Post-compact assessment evaluation of the first compact and government plan to invest in human capacity. The back page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, MPA Anger maintains league at the top of Orange second division leg. That's league. The editorial, okay, we've touched that already. Let me quickly move on to the Heritage newspaper. This morning it says President Weah's Morocco trip begs another dividend. US 50 million commitment from Hungary in sight. President Weah's Morocco trip begs another dividend. US 50 million commitment from Hungary in sight. On payment of US 66,600 to 6 media institutions, government still silent. On payment of US $66,600 to 6 media institutions, government still silent. Let's move on to the back page of the Heritage newspaper. Deputy Speaker disburses over the 8.5 million to complete projects, local scholarships. Deputy Speaker disburses over the 8.5 million to complete projects, local scholarships. I stand with my Vice President. Charles Coffey pledges support to Yankuna's presidency. I stand with my Vice President. Charles Coffey pledges support to Yankuna's presidency. Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire sign fisheries MOU. Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire sign fisheries MOU. The editorial of the Heritage newspaper to this edition says institutional capacity building, not just training. Institutional capacity building, not just training. The last paper, the Inquirer newspaper to this edition, is volume 31, number 206, and it's sold for $40 Liberian. The front page major headline, Cotton turn to induct first female president Saturday. Cotton turn to induct first female president Saturday. LEC women declare war against power thefts. LEC women declare war against power thefts. Aggrieved Indian citizens decry unlawful treatment. All set for Luther N. Yoffe's petition for presidency 2023. All set for Luther N. Yoffe petition for presidency 2023. All right. This is interesting. The election is going to be quite interesting this year as well. Afropax, the back page of the Front Page Africa News, that's not the front page, but the Inquirer newspaper. Afropax closes 4th general meeting with renewed commitment. What is Afropax? Grab yourself a copy of the Inquirer newspaper. Liberian Specialist Launch Tax Research Center. Liberian Specialist Launch Tax Research Center. The editorial of the Inquirer newspaper this morning says, make drug non-billable offense. Make drug non-billable offense. Well, that's it for the look at the local data this morning. Welcome to the program, 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 7th of November. My name is Matthias, and I have with me Mr. Archie R. Sano. Archie, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Matthias.
It's been
good
a long
morning
time.
Yeah,
very long
yeah.
time.
Yeah, I think since you came to Sky, I think this is my first time appearing on Sky Radio, but thank you for the invite. Despite it was spontaneous.
Very well. I appreciate that you acted immediately upon
and I did
my
mention that I say you are lucky that in time because the traffic alone from my house, we're not going to make the show.
But how is it? How is it going with you?
Condition.
How is life?
I believe that anyone who doing things with sincerity, in line with transparency, and accountability, in a sector when it comes to the private sector, I don't think things are really okay with many persons in the country. But my own survey.
You're a businessman? Are you a businessman?
But if I'm not in government, it is obvious that I have to do something in the private sector to survive. Otherwise, I'll be a beggar.
Right.
It's obvious that I won't be one by the grace of God.
So things are tight.
Oh, yeah.
Very tight.
And I'm no exception. Things are very difficult, especially the way in which the economy is run. Businesses are breaking down. So I can't sit there and tell you, say, things are not difficult. But that I cannot provide a daily meal for myself. But the number of persons are coming to beg, and you cannot give everybody.
Right.
And at the end result, sometimes the other that will come, they are not going to believe that you don't have it. They want to have the perception that you want to mean and our librarian say the man is me. None that you go into somebody not giving you mean that the person is me, just that things are difficult and they cannot afford for they and their families in order to extend hands to you as well. And this is a serious problem in the country that many Liberians are faced with. It may not be for those who are in high position in government, but even civil servant, because someone that I know of, the person was working, I now want to call the name, she used to make $1,000, and the person was sending her daughter to a better school with the anticipation that all of that salary could even send her for higher education, place like in Ghana with his savings and what have you, manage a day $1,000, pay the school fee, get other stuff. When they when they came up with the harmonization, there was 60% cut out of her salary. She's making $400, so she has to leave the rental house and go to a parent's property because the salary could not pay children's school fees, pay the rent, and $400 after transportation, all of these things. So it's difficult. Civil servants as well find it difficult. Many of them credit per month survey. By the time salary comes, they take out the amount they credited on the interest rate, and people are just working for a daily survival.
Actually, let me hold you a bit, and let me appreciate you for the report. You're reporting back to the Liberian people after 5 years. Then you've come back to tell them that, hey, listen, I contributed to bringing this upon you. Do you have any form of regret? Because I know you challenge the service administration here. You challenge Ellen Johnson said it so much so that some of you guys from the CDC made her to appear like She was not doing anything on the ground. Now you're in the driving seat and you're coming back to report to people after 5 years that things are tight, things are difficult. So do you have any form of regret? Let me address that directly.
Matthias,
do you have regret that
you
contributed to bringing this government to town?
Matthias, I even forgot to have said this initially because initially he said that you people brought the government to power. If people are living in difficulty, it means that you should take some of the responsibility. But this is a disclaimer here. It is true that we challenge the Salif administration. I did not challenge the Salif administration for Liberia to retrogress. I challenged the Salif administration for Liberia to be better up. And I did not do it because of my own personal interests. I did it as a patriot for the good of the country. And there were many achievements when it comes to some of the challenges that we are faced with in challenging the former president.
You achievements? I don't understand when you mentioned many achievements since you came to power?
No, since we continue to, at the time when Madam Salif was in power, we proposed to her on many issues when it comes to the growth of this country, and we achieved in doing that because some of us are patriots.
Oh, she was listening. She was a listening president.
She did listen to some of these things.
Okay, and she acted on some of the things
because of the pressure we mounted on her.
Do you see that happening now?
Where
people listening?
I will come to that. I will come to that.
Right.
We proposed to Madam Ellen the Petroleum Regulatory Authority. After 2013, there were many legislations that were passed on a regulatory authority, even for the LEC, what they say, Liberian Electricity Regulatory Authority. And through those proposals, Salif saw reasons, and the pressure be mounted by our organization as a head, and through our expertise, and she listened. So she was able to send that to the national legislature for it to be passed. Now the office at 18th Street, where they used to have Telecom, Liberian Petroleum Regulatory Authority. We challenged Ellen to give account of the 10.5 million Chevron social corporate responsibility, with the hope and anticipation that we administration will come in. Even Ellen doesn't do all who have followed that same step to bring people to book. We challenged the Rabah Salif to lead the National Oil Company of Liberia because we noticed that there was corruption going there. And at the end of the day, he resigned. We fought for a railroad not to be built from Bomi to Monrovia. They should build put for the Western Cluster iron ore to be exported. And if iron ore is to be depleted in the future, the port will create revenue and will bring revenue and create jobs for the country. And she consented to that it was going to be done, with the hope and anticipation that we are going to continue that first step. So why it is true that we challenge her, we did not challenge her for a government to come there to suppress her own people. That was not the intent.
One thing I'm getting from you is that the characteristic of the person, Ellen, you're discussing is that she's a listening person. She's a listening. She took time to listen to you guys. She acted on some of the suggestions.
Especially with
that she did not rely on her experience in administration, actually, in governance, and all of that. But she listened that Liberians do see things I do not see.
Yeah, she was rational in doing that.
But if a government should listen to the people, this government that is the proper government, Ellen's administration, to some extent, many people term it as the same Americo-Liberian, continuation of the Americo-Liberian, though she has a connection with Bomi County or so. But this is a complete grassroots government. Do you think it is a listening government? What do you see?
Well, all of the proposals, for me personally, I have made to the government, I did not see anything that the government had done that in conformity with my pieces of advice to the government.
Number one, just mention a few.
When this administration took power, the deputy spokesperson at the time at OKFN Smith-Tobe, I proposed to the president there was a need to have audited the Salif administration, audit the central bank, do not infuse 25 million in the economy if you don't know how much money were printed, how much money in reserve, how much money in circulation. Not all audit is intended maybe to prosecute. Some are intended for the sound decision making. Then you'll be informed. Infusing 25 million in the economy without knowing how much money in circulation, how much money in reserve, how much money imputed, how much money being printed, it will fail. And at the end result, you will not achieve the results. If you don't audit the self administration to know the liquidity strength or the capacity of the economy when it comes to the finances at central bank and other entities, to be able to make an informed decision, you will find it difficult. And if you don't maintain anti-graft institution for public officials and even you, the president, to declare your asset in time, and at the end of the day, you run the country in the form and manner, after 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 6 months, the government will collapse. And at the end result, what happened? We have about 16 billion, 25 million crore investigation, but the already report, we saw the administrative malpractices, embezzlement. Up to now, what can we see now? So I also went further, quite recent, and proposed to the president, Mr. President, the issue of rice, respect to price. Towing rice warehouses does not solve the problem. It's rational decision that need to be made to solve or to mitigate the crisis.
But the business could be holding on to the commodity. So don't you think it was a wise thing for the president to have visited the warehouse?
Yeah, it is good, but it's not all to it.
Okay.
What I'm trying to make here is that my own survey statistics are proving that freight has gone up. If even the production cost of rice has not gone up, but I know for a fact that freights are gone up. I used to change the oil for my car. They call it 5W30. I used to pay $30. One other time when $35. Now I buy them the $40. I know that. I'm being rational.
So
I'm coming.
So being objectively, actually, let me be inserting some things. Being objective in your analysis, you're not putting the trouble on the government entirely. You're also looking at some of the trends globally. Yeah, but equally so, despite the global crisis, but poor decision also is one of the major factors to Liberia decline at this level as well. By this administration. Yeah. So I said, why it is true that you want to help the poor, still remain $13 or $13.50, you have two alternatives. Either you pay for the extra cost or increase prices. Simple. If you cannot maintain the subsidy, increase prices. If you increase prices and express it to the public that due to certain conditions, do it with sincerity, in line with leadership, that look, rice should be sold $15. Sit with the importer, know the cost, know the insurance, know the freight. That's what we call CIF. Express it at the Ministry of Information. Everybody will make the research, will know. Rice will be sold for $15 or not above $16. It maintains stability. People will afford, and it will be affordable. But you refuse. You tour the red warehouses. The rest are here. That per my information, that the importer brought the rest with the hope and anticipation that it could mount pressure on the government to pay the extra cost. But because they are government, they feel that you can use the kind of a junta style of leadership to allow these people to sell the rest. So they open the warehouses. They sold the rest $13.50. Then they said that, okay, when the rest finish, we are not going to bring another rest here until you pay or you import your own rest. That will cause a rest crisis. And I made mention to that before this could happen. I say, if you auction the people rest and you don't discuss new prices, or you did not, or you refuse to pay the subsidy, if the stock finishes at the rest warehouses, what happens to the country? It will be a national calamity. It is wise to make decisions as a leader. So rational decision is very important in national leadership. They did not listen. And at the end of the day, what happens? We went out of rest here. People are online buying red $30. So here is the analysis I also made to them. Mr. President, what does it benefit you to refuse to pay for the subsidy or to increase rate to $15 to $16? Then
then allowing us to pay for it and stay online to pay $30. What sense does it make? Look at the variance between 16 and 25 or 30 or even 23. I prefer for the rest to be affordable, which is 16, available in the store where I won't fight for it, to pay for it, which will be a boost to the government. Then I can find it. If even I get $25, $30, I'm fighting to get the rest. Does that make it to be a plus to you or a minus?
You know, actually, I want to put something to you. I remember quite well the April 6th, the April 12th, you know, all the concerns people raised during the Senate administration. I still hear the same passionate voice in you when you were raising issues against Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
And that one makes me a
thing
picture.
that made you relax then a bit, that you had a government that would listen and act on some of the things. At least you walk out there and say, yeah, because of the advocacies raised by Achisano and the others, that's why the government is acting on this thing. Do you feel frustrated that you went through the struggle with this group of people that we have right now, that you raised concerns against an administration, the administration acted on your concerns, now you are doing the same analysis? Does it occur to you that the guys think that the ideas you guys had yesterday, those ideas are no longer in existence in the minds of the people that were part of the struggle because the guys are not with them anymore? Like you.
In fact, what I noticed, you see, Liberia has a compound, complex character crisis. So if you want to live by that principles when it comes to character, to stay by it and move things around, you are being seen as enemy. That's the problem in Liberia. In this administration, what I noticed, even there are people in the government want for the right thing to be done. And few people believe that their ideas are the only ideas should be utilized to develop the country. And that will bring the backwardness to the country. So if you want to put an agenda that will benefit the state and the people, they call you deviant. So even there are people in meetings, they don't participate. Few group of people propose to them and they go through it. So whether it affects all of us or not, they don't care, because the fact remains that when they collect the taxes, they gave them salary, they gave them gas slip, the amount of money few people able to embezzle it, buy houses, enjoy themselves. So they don't care about the vast majority of the people who live in poverty. For this, I'm not fanatics of Madam Sirleaf. Everybody knows. I challenge her to do certain things. Not that Sirleaf administration was not doing something good. But our challenge on her was nepotism and corruption. So we anticipated that new government could come to fight the issue of corruption and work on those good to move the country forward. That's what my anticipation.
But that isn't the case.
Yeah, it is not. You talk about whether I'm frustrated. I am not frustrated because I am not working in government, but I'm frustrated in manner and form in which the country that made a lot of sacrifices for it to move forward, to see it retrogressing. That is my frustration, because I am a patriot. I want to see Liberia moving forward. When Liberia retrogress, it has average effect on me and my generation or children.
Okay, let me ask you another question quickly before we go for the break. I'm getting signal. The thing is, you have a background in finance. Am I right?
Yep.
Right. Okay. So good you're here. So let me ask you this question. There's this thing about the new banknotes. All right. Every time central bank will put some money in the economy, when there's a printing, and this we have experienced that lately, the central bank printed some new banknotes and things. But usually when we hear about counterfeit in the country, it mostly comes in the US dollars, and most people get affected by that. This time around, as the new banknotes are coming into the country, we are also experiencing constant report about 2 or 3 instances of people also making their way with counterfeit of our banknotes into the country. Sitting and using your financial lenses to do analysis of the situation, what has come to mind? What have you drawn from the situation?
The factors, there are a few factors. In fact, it has been a while now. I have not even seen the US dollar counterfeit. It tells you that the US Treasury or the Federal Reserves making a lot of improvement on or currency,
Mm.
especially when it comes to detecting counterfeit and what have you. And the value of that currency should allow more counterfeit come in because it benefit those who photocopy will incur.
Mm.
For the past time, I have noticed, in fact, in previous administration, long time, I have not seen too much of Liberian dollar counterfeit in the country for me to notice. The counterfeit that is coming to the country, I could attribute it towards few things. One should be durability.
Mm.
Yeah. If you took notice, before May June left the bank, the initial currency we have, Liberian dollar we have on the market, were far durable than this now. When Charles said was in power, Samuel Doe, by the company that printed that money from, I think, France, Thomas de la Route, it's of high quality of currency. Okay, the 2016 money that was printed, and up to now, the new money that is being printed by the central bank, it is of poor quality. Yes. And one of the characteristics of money says money should be what? Durable.
But you know, actually, this may be a bit difficult for people to just navigate, most especially maybe pundits of apologies of the government, because we heard the central bank marketing this new money for a very long time, telling us about features, a lot of security features on the money. So to say the money is of less quality, it may be difficult for people to accept it. On what basis are you rendering our money?
The first thing I will tell you, just the fee I have the old money that was printed in 2011. I still have one. The money is far better, far durable than the money being printed 2020, 2016, 2022. If you compare the two Liberian currency, the current money they printed, quite recent, I saw the money like when you place icy water on the money, it tuned up like this. Even the texture will tell you compare the two currency. You cannot compare the company of Thomas de la Route high cost quality printing as compared to the money being printed today. I challenge anyone on that.
So are you?
I want factor because low quality as well is also easy to photocopy. Okay. Another factor is at the time we have $100. The cost of printing or photocopying our currency was no much financial value to the fluster as compared to printing 500 bills. Another factor there, because let's take for instance, the 500 bill is about 150 is $2.50. Okay, 150, 300.
So that's $3.
$2. Okay, $3.50. Oh yeah, almost $3.25. That was $3.25. Okay, $3.25. $5.
The 500 note.
The 500 note. The 100 note is less than $1. So the man who going photocopy our money will find it difficult to photocopy 100 for the fact that photocopy also cost is attached to it. So he may do it on a loss.
So he would prefer going for the
500 bill.
To give him $3.25.
$3.25.
Right. So even if he spends $1,
yeah, you still get profit. Profit. You understand? I come in.
Yeah,
so when even the print
right
1,000 bill, the quantum of counterfeit will even increase because the 1,000 bill would be giving them almost $7.
Yes.
That one, another factor.
So just to summarize, you're saying that this decision by this regime to bring in banknotes in the tune of 500 or maybe as we are hearing 1,000. I've not seen it.
1,000.
Right. Is there $1,000?
According to them, 1,000 will come.
Okay, so if it hasn't come yet, if it comes,
yeah.
So
they already proposed to print
this
it.
will give money launderers and opportunity.
No, not money laundering, but the fluster now, because money laundering is as a result of those who doing illegal business and want to bring in money to legitimize it. You understand?
Right.
The drugs traffickers, those who steal from government because they cannot justify their wealth. They use some illegal means to bring in the money to legitimize it through private businesses. You understand?
Let me hold you there, Archie.
You see?
Archie Sano is
So-
my guest. Let me hold you a bit, Archie. We gotta go to the producers. Archie Sano is my guest. I hope you're listening to his analysis. I'm gonna leave something with Archie. Archie, there's a book I was asked to read. I've not picked it up yet. It's written by Chinua Achebe. It's called The Man of the People. But just by reading few passages of the book, it presents me a picture of George Weah. So I want to ask you when I come back, whether the thing about experience, they say experience the best teacher. When you experience in one situation, do you want to go back to live it again, or you want to go again to learn more? But more questions to come. We'll be right back after this break. You're listening to 50/50 on Sky 107.1.
Mahalo, no worry. How was feeling my sister Shona? I show in next week episode. I started with you with your money, y'all. Can be out for your house.
Sure. Just my wife with Filipino show business. Don't worry, I got the perfect solution for you. I heard it on the radio. They make an announcement again. Just listen.
More light at home, more possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all light problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates, with solar kits starting at $6,565 Liberian dollars and monthly payments starting at $1,600 Liberian dollars. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
They have fun again.
What excitement! Share the good news now.
My picking child of Cote d'Ivoire yesterday, and he's still calling me on a number. He's still pressing on it all.
Nothing makes me more relaxed than being able to work and stay connected without interruption, whether I am at home or away.
They have done it.
More travels, more possibilities. With a just released roaming data bundle for travelers to Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea-Conakry, and Mali, you can now stay connected on the go. Dial *535# to activate a plan ranging from $1 for 25 megabytes to $20 for 1 gigabyte. The new roaming data bundle, an offer for you.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
It's possible, anytime, anywhere. A way to make you smile from ears to ears. With Orange Money new broken fees, you can take off your own sekabagi and keeps you smiling. A smile that comes from the heart. A smile that keeps you ongoing. A smile that lasts forever. More smiles with Makabagi. Discover the Orange Money new broken tariff. Withdraw and transfer money to your loved ones now at less expensive fees. And experience more advantage with Orange Money broken tariff.
Orange Money.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 077553317 or 0886553317 or our rehab branch on 0770902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Welcome back to your favorite program, 50/50 on Sky 107.1. We're here this morning with Mr. Archie Asano. Archie is an advocate. Archie comes from the CDC. He has a background there with the former member of the CDC, but I always like to tag him to the CDC because I remember the number of times Archie appeared on my shows, the Catholic radio, and so on, talking about the CDC was bringing heaven on earth and so on. And right now, he seems a bit disappointed in, what he supported, but not his idea to bring the CDC. He's not disappointed in the idea, but he's disappointed in the manifestation of the people. But we're going to open a line shortly. I just want to get a few things clear from Archie. Archie, you talk about you've already degraded the money from the way you've done the analysis. Many people listening out there will say, well, the money they're producing for us, anybody can counterfeit it. What recommendation can you provide to the government? Again, as you continue to provide recommendation, but the government, according to you, is not listening.
The first thing the government should fight and make the money of high quality. The first thing, if you make the money of high quality, it makes you to save money.
What I'm not getting actually is that how do you point at quality, not less quality, and so because right now you'll be required to do more explanation to the people to understand when you say quality, this is how the money should be. When you say less quality, this is how the money is.
That's what I'm saying. You have quality and you have quantity. Let's say, for example, some people always say, I don't want Chinese phone, I want this phone, I want European phone, I want the quality of phone. So everything you're doing, there should be durability. Durability should be durable. If you make the money durable, you will spend less in time, because let's say, for example, as I made mention, the old money that I made mention from 2011 up to 2022 is 11 years. The money that is being printed now, it can go for more than 3 years. So for every 3 years, you will be spending money, because later will come, what Librarian say, it will continue to be tuned out. And you will spend more money to reprint. So if you print a durable money, maybe it take you 7, 8 to 10 years or 11 years before you replace the money. So that another issue there, it helps you to save money. If you are not doing it on the basis of corruption or personal interest, it make mention of recommendation. That is one of my manifesto. If I am to be elected, if I were to be in the national legislature, I would propose that if anyone is caught with huge sum of money, whether from the bordering area, from airport, between 5,000 above, you are caught bringing counterfeit in town. I'm not seeing where you see somebody with 1,500 note. The possibility the person may be misled. They don't know about it because they don't know the differences. But counterfeit, it can be determined on the basis of texture as well.
So if somebody
is caught the airport, Liberian dollar, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000 above, bringing it in bag in the country, because the fire, yes, that nobody should bring money in bag from different countries. Only the central bank, according to our central bank law, nobody should bring money in bag. Only the central bank. If even you are to bring money from abroad, which is foreign currency, you should declare that money.
What punitive action you talk about?
Okay. Anyone is caught with such a counterfeit, if that person is arrested, it should be non-bailable offense.
Okay.
If you make a non-bailable offense, it will discourage people to bring it in, because the fear is that if I am caught, or remain in jail.
Actually, quickly, let me just ask you the last question before I go to join the public. Quickly, actually, the man of the people, the book I talked about earlier, George Weah in 2005 presented himself as the man of the people. In 2017, the people took him. They said, okay, well, we're going to give you this opportunity now to lead us. Now, he served for 5 years. Next year, the people are going to vote again. With everything you've analyzed, the poor handling of the country, in your words, challenges people are confronted with daily, though they are global crisis and things, but locally, should the CDC be given a second chance? And what do you think would that second chance mean for Liberia?
That determination left for the electors. If you feel that your life is better, then you can get second chance. If you feel that your life is retrogressing, then the decision also left for you to make that decision. Because leadership is not about love, it's about what? Performance. On the relationship, you talk about love. But when it comes to leadership, we must like you on the basis of your performances. If you did well, it will create that passion for me, for you to lead, because I know the benefit comes to my country. And when the benefit comes to the country, it benefits the aggregate of society, which will take people from poverty to prosperity, job created, education, healthcare, better roads. But where you're taking the raw form that is restricted, we pay gasoline. If we purchase a gasoline, you go into special account, and that money is being utilized to pay salary. When salary is already in the budget and nobody is being held accountable, then I will be able to ask a question. That's what derives my decision if I am to make any future decision.
So the people you're communicating with, with all the points you are highlighting, they should sit down and look at them and say, hey, listen, wait a minute. From what Archie has said, it's better I do not go that way anymore. It's better I take my seat, or better stay, I support another person. What are you insinuating?
That level the electors. The first thing in life, biology says, from simple to complex, from primitive to advanced. We don't elect government for to go backward. We elect government to go forward. You understand? In my belief, for every government that should pass, the future government should be better than the previous, or the future generation should be far better from previous generation. But if you do competitive analysis, it tells me that rather than our future going forward, it is retrogressing.
So
meaning
because of this backwardness that we are into, according to you, the backwardness that the country is in right now under this regime, should this regime still be given a second chance?
The first thing I would tell anybody, your question, the answer will not be yes or no. But here is it. When you go to school, if you study hard and you make good grade, you will get promotion. Or you should get promotion. If you fail, I don't think it's prudent that you get promotion. You understand? Okay. If and only if two things. If the government listen, then the government should be retained. If the government cannot listen, or if the government cannot change things, then we must change the government.
Let's hold on there, Archie. If the government cannot change things,
then we should change the government.
And we have just few months to elections. But let's hear you now. Chorus, you are listening to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Our guest this morning is Mr. Archie R. Sano. He is an advocate. He is a former member of the CDC. Archie is here this morning.
Good morning.
Talking about some of the challenges the nation is going through under this regime. Let's hear from this person. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Even the minutes, the data are all harmonized. So these days, when people call on the radio, they just want to go straight to the point. They don't want you to hold them for even a few seconds.
One time I noticed I started calling for to find out what's going on.
Oh, yeah, it's happening now. The data, the minutes, everything is harmonized. Call us now on the numbers 0777 107 107 221 Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you, sir. You're live. Go ahead. Good morning. All right, let's move on to another person. Call us on those numbers: 0777 107, 0777 107, 0777 221 Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
You're live. Go ahead. Good morning. Well, I don't know what's going on there, but you can call us on those numbers. Better still call us on the alternative line, 0770-682598, 0770-682598, or call us on 0777 107, 0777 107, 0777 221 are the numbers you can call us on to participate. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so we have an issue with that line, but you can call us on 0770-682598. Let's hear from this person here. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
And let me say good morning to your studio guest, Achisana. This is DJ Lume, calling from Corway.
Go ahead.
Matthias, quickly to the issue. Let me say thank you to Achisaro. He said it all. And this is the reason why the Liberian people are not satisfied with the leadership of President Weah. Because this thing I actually say, why not the government come up, forget about politics, and let the red dealer sell the rest for $15 or $16 that will be on the market instead of we going on the black market to buy reds for $30 to $40. There is no disenchantment to those that can buy reds back up. There is no, anything against those that can buy reds and cover up. I feel bad for those that will go and buy reds because one thing here, Matthias, if the rest is not on the market, those that can go and hustle before they get money to go buy a couple of reds, the advantage there is too great because the little guys that are on the market, they use that opportunity to rob the Liberian people. They give you short cup pot. In fact, some of them pour something in the cup and give you small cup. They will take $100 or $50 for a red that you think you can buy for $50 and get enough. But at that time, they will cut the cup pot short and they will thank you because they are so many things that's very on the radio. And before I go quickly, Matthias, last time I had a motorbike accident, I just on the hospital, but thank God at home. The wound is not that bad. I just from retention. But thank you to Archie and thank you for the show.
Thank you. And so sorry for the unfortunate situation, Mr. DJ Lume. Let's hear you two call us on the numbers 0777 107. Call us on those the alternative lines, by the way, 0770 682598, 0770 682598. Call us on 0778 504 169. 0778 504 169 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. 0770 682598, 0770 682598, 0778 504 169. Let's hear from this person. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mataya, and good morning to Abibara Arch.
Go ahead, sir.
My name is Daniel Sowore, and I join you for District 6 in Montserrat County.
Go ahead.
And it is interesting sometimes when you get young people get to the radio and speak the reality. Now, many people will stand with you when you decide to be truthful to society. But regardless of that, we have to be honest. We have to be sincere to our country, to ourselves, and to our people. The reality is, I don't think anyone will let to keep the government in power based on their performance currently. So that is a clear thing. This government cannot go back to recalibrate and see how best in the last 1 year to 10 things that which is very impossible. I think they have to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your contribution. Let's hear from this other person. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias, and good morning to Sergeant Achia Sano.
I'm the
voice of Samuel Sankara Johnson, and I speak to you from Painesville this morning. And I think Matthias just said it well, and I think Achia has put it not more than what he has always been saying. Even though we work together during the Ellis regime, at the level of civil society institution with vanilla yellow people. But Matthias, I don't think this needs to be sugar-coated, that the oppressed of yesterday have become the oppressors of the masses of today, that we cannot be able to agitate any longer. What we fought against yesterday, it is a repetition of what we fought against yesterday, thinking that this was a national political revolution that we who have undertaken to ensure that the ordinary people couldn't have this. And you just said, well, even all of our agitation against the Chinese regime, Matthias, there were some occasions that Madam Sadi was saying, let's come and talk, and we will sit around the round table and discuss, and we will discuss as civil society actors and political actors. To the extent that the very CDC today, when even we initiated the early standard campaign, these were the very individuals that were supporting this cause. They never knew that yesterday that Aki was a man of straightness.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's move on to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you. I'm Emmanuel M. Sofa Jr., and I joined this morning for the intellectual class of Blue Community. Let me say good morning to Atisano. I listened to him. But this is it, Matthias. I want to ask Atisano, because he mentioned that there's retrogression in the government, people that are deplorable. I want to ask Atisano, the higher office of the National Food Authority, is that a retrogression? The new office being built by FDRC managing board, is that also a retrogression? The many doctors that the president to the government have sent to other countries to go and learn, is that retrogression? Free tuition at the University of Liberia, is that also a retrogression? The watch fee that's been paid by the president of this country or the governor of this country, is that a retrogression? We admit, that there are challenges in the government, but for you to say that there's still retrogression because of these economic activities, it's quite, unfortunate. You just saw that the government passed the Millennium Challenge Compact. That is a
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. The Millennium Challenge Compact is trying to bring that to you. Say the government has passed it, so that's not the retrogression. It's a progress. It's a giant step into the future. But let's hear you call us on the numbers 0777, that's 0778 504 169, 0778 504 169, 0770 682598, 0770 682598. Good morning.
Morning.
Let's hear you, sir.
My name is Willie. I come from Pinsville.
Go ahead.
My question to Aki is, from the beginning of this government, he said the government should fail. He will let to see the government fail. Is he not happy when the government is failing?
He said from the beginning of the... Hello? Hello?
From the beginning, when he came to power,
yeah,
he publicly said that he would let to see the government fail.
Hold on.
So my question to him,
those days,
is he not happy? He should be a happy man when the government is failing.
Can you state what time did he mention that? What year particularly?
2018.
In 2018, he said he want to see the government fail.
Yes.
You remember the platform he was on at the time?
I think CEO. Yes, it was CEO.
Oh, you think CEO? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. That's an allegation, and Archie is here to clear his name. But let's hear from this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yes, I'm Lawrence Kimaya, speaking from Penn Street, Scarborough Hill.
Mr. Kimaya, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, welcome in studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, you are a nationalist. For some people accuse you that you pay for government to fail, you have always balanced your economic theories, even under the Ellen government, and you are the one that brought CDC to power. But the one of disenchantment is that things don't go well, you're not going that direction. Here is the hope for change that it brought. The hope for change, we are not seeing the hope for change. And you're running Congo and Native man politics. The Native man is in power now. You must know them to get jobs. Jobs are not allotted. Here's the right issue. Talk about the agriculture program. And all of these were mentioned for boosting agriculture here.
Oh.
Agriculture will be fine. Even if the road networks are good, will be good for agriculture. Let them work on the economy. And if they don't work on the economy, the re-election is a question mark. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the contribution on the program this morning. The alternative lines we're calling here, please do not call them after the program. We have an issue of our main lines. All right. Okay, the main lines are okay. But let me talk to this person here. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Oh, all right. Yeah, go ahead.
And good morning to Archie Astano. Archie Astano, thank you for your critical statement issue this morning. I have a question for Matthias and Archie Astano in the studio. Why is it our government has not come up with any policy statement on the issue of the rice, and we still buying rice 3,000 far? Lastly, on the issue of our currency, like in other countries, people print currency, it spends 25, 30 years, or it lasts for the longest. But why is it most often our government, any government comes to power, they want to print currency? Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for your contribution on the program. We can squeeze in 2 more persons. Good morning. Good morning. All right.
My name is Prince Samuel.
Yeah, go ahead, Prince.
I called from SKP Boulevard.
Go ahead.
Let me say Brother Archie for his presentation this morning. But probably I had a little problem with the issue of the security on our currency. First and foremost, all around the world, trading is something that happens all around the world. Probably you're not going to understand the fact that there was a lot of issue of counterfeit that came through the Liberian to the Fulanese. Seniors during the regime, or probably because he was with the opposition by then, it was something good for him. And today he's on the other side, and he's seeing this as a bad thing. And actually, so it is bad. We agree, but you understand, whenever you see counterfeit being arrested, then it means that the money has a very good future. So that money has a very good security future. That's why it has been exposed in every corner of our country. Thanks for the opportunity.
All right. Thanks for your contribution as well. We're going to squeeze in 1 person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, fine. Thank you for the program. Yeah, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the program. Actually, you have spoken very well. But I just switched and heard something. You get me?
Okay, Julius, we gotta go. Let's hear from Mr. Archie Sano. Archie, somebody leveled a wild allegation against you that you sound that you spoke in the life of this government pessimistically.
I think Lakota did not get me well. I said when the president took power in 2018, I made a lot of recommendations what could have helped the country to succeed or his administration. And I made mention on that. I respect to the issue of auditing the Salif administration. How will I want for the government to fail when the government failure has average impact on my living condition? How will I want for the government to fail when I told the government audit the Salif administration, do not infuse 25 million in the central bank or the economy if you don't know how much money was printed? Meeting anti-graft institution as the international community on the basis of your corruption fight to help you with money to secure your border because Omeo left the country. How will I want the government to fail when I'm making those proposals? Even telling that I challenge throughout making proposal policy decision, which I admitted here, yes, she agreed, and some were passed into law. How will I want the government to fail when I'm saying all of that? The other guy talk about free tuition when it comes to the issue of WAEG, paying WAEG school fees. Normally when I appear among people to speak, I told them that for me personally, I don't want free thing. What I want, job creation, build people capacity, create jobs. When they earn income, you don't need to give them free thing. But the perception of Liberians, people must take government money and just waste it on them. Somebody must steal money and share it with them. We don't need that. What we need is to build capacity, create jobs. When you create jobs and the men make good income, you don't need to pay the wire fees. But we lack personal glorification that, yeah, I did it.
That's what the government is on.
Yeah, I can be paying the taxes, then taking free money and good enough for personal glorification, create jobs, we all pay taxes, program and policy should be put into place. You carry on government project, the social services should come to us, like road, water, electricity, make at all time government make goods and services available and affordable. Like I made mention the last time that, in fact, the rest subsidy that we propose, because it is not working, people are stealing the money, cut the subsidy. Rent should be between $15-16. Divert the subsidy to agriculture, which will be more sustainable.
Right. Actually, let me hold
that
you
is
there.
now a good recommendation
Let's
to the
go
government.
for our break. When we come back now, we wrap up. We'll give you the chance to close up on the program. This is 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Our guest is Mr. Archie Asano, and I'm Matthias Labindi. We'll be right back after this break.
How was feeling my sister Shona? I show in next week episode. I said you will show him with your money, can be out for your house.
Sure. Just my weapon with Filipino show business. Don't worry, I got the perfect solution for you. I heard it on the radio. They make the announcement again. Just listen.
More light at home, more possibilities for greatness. Orange Energy is a reliable solution to all light problems. Inspired by the sun and changing lives, one beam at a time. Brighter days are here. Orange Energy now provides reliable electricity at affordable rates, with solar kits starting at $6,565 Liberian dollars and monthly payments starting at $1,600 Liberian dollars. Visit any of our stores or POS to purchase your kit.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
They have done it again.
What excitement! Share the good news now.
My picking tried to Cote d'Ivoire yesterday, and he's still calling me on a number. He's still pressing on it.
Nothing makes me more relaxed than being able to work and stay connected without interruption, whether I am at home or away.
They have done it.
More travels, more possibilities. With a just released roaming data bundle for travelers to Cote d'Ivoire, Guinea-Conakry, and Mali, you can now stay connected on the go. Dial *535# to activate a plan ranging from $1 for 25 megabytes to $20 for 1 gigabyte. The new roaming data bundle, an offer for you.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
It's possible, anytime, anywhere. A way to make you smile from ears to ears. With Orange Money new broken fees, you can take off your own sekabagi and keeps you smiling. A smile that comes from the heart. A smile that keeps you ongoing. A smile that lasts forever. More smiles with Makabagi. Discover the Orange Money new broken tariff. Withdraw and transfer money to your loved ones now at less expensive fees. And experience more advantage with Orange Money broken tariff.
Orange Money.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage head office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Welcome back to the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. We're not reading comments on this edition of the program. We're just going to wrap up quickly with Mr. Achi Asano, who's been our guest for about an hour this morning. Mr. Asano didn't comment on the MCC report or scorecard because even though a caller, somebody phoned in and said the government performed well, but we have to go. We don't have much time. Mr. Asano, quickly, in 1 minute, just wrap up quickly. We got to go.
So thank you, Matthias. The other caller may mention the issue of retrogression. Retrogression come in when your level of progressing, and at the end of the day, you see it coming back. What you used to have, you no longer have it. When it comes to social services, that I made mention that there were civil servants making $1,000. I'm not talking about the big shots. At least $1,000, $700, $800 could be at a middle class level. You cannot bring them to $400. Then you say the person progressing. How he or she going to send your kids to school? These are factors I'm talking about. And you cannot cut down the people's salary. Then the top officials stealing all the money, they buying houses, building another one, get 15, 20 cars. Like for example, with the sanction with Maggie, everybody knows, everybody has Maggie record. You never used to have anything much, but after he became state and presidential affairs minister, giving 75 million, building houses on top of the river. Look at the kind of a cascade and the burial he took on when his mother passed away, even like Saddam Hussein. And nobody will work earnestly for their money and spending in that form and manner. So you make the hurricane more richer and make the poorer people, rather than take them from poverty to middle class income, you make them more poorer. That's a retrogression I'm talking about. And go in the community and ask about the poverty community. And I think the government, my anticipation was the government should concentrate on the poor people. I saw a seditious 3-4 days ago. He came to me crying that, look, the government will fight for making $99, which of course our law says no government, no civil servant or public worker should make less than $100. Those are issues we should be able to discuss so that it can help you calling, not because maybe somebody gave you $3 and put it on the phone. Thinking about a lot of seditions that cannot afford in the community. I go to the community, I see the pain, but many of them cannot come on and voice it out. The last time I listened to Foka Wazin speaking on the radio, almost you should put hot iron on my chest. I listened to the guy called Roland K. Noir. He invited me to his school, and when I spoke there, he said most of the officials have not been able to come to the school. And he even appealing to the government, even your people don't give me job. I got a school here that helping poor people. So these poor people children to come to the school, you're helping with a subsidy. I need 5,000 or 10,000 for my school so I can help them. If you cannot help these kind of people, how can you tell me? He said that he has to sell his land to survive when you are even doing better in opposition. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to retrogression. And when you also talk about development, you see, look at the roads, look at the system. Look at the issue of rest. Okay, actually, we never used to stand online to buy rest. These are indicators that I'm talking about. So we all, for the good of the country, we should advise the government to do what is right. We should challenge our government. That doesn't mean that we hate the government.
Thank you so much.
Challenging the government so they can be aware. Because when they feel threatened that they cannot be elected or re-elected, what happens? They will start doing what is right.
Thank you so much for coming in. And that's all the time we have for today's edition of the program 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Do join us tomorrow, at which time Tima is going to be here for another edition of the program 50/50. Have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks to Achi for making his way here on short notice. We'll be here.